Hello and welcome, I'm Peasant, and back with some more Loop Heroes. So, I have a plan for this run here, but first, well, actually the plan is actually what I'm about to do right here. So the first thing I want to do is build a bridge. I have the resources, and I've got a few places. I'm going to hide my face. Hide my face. We could have a bridge here, here, or here. I have no idea what the bridge is going to do for me. Let's put it here. Okay. I've always liked bridges, but I only remember that now. Yeah, me too. A river with a bridge is a good sign of civilization. I guess there is a place for them in my expeditions. Here's a positive thought for you. The need to build constructions just to traverse some space means that our world is not as empty as it used to be. I see it as a good sign. Okay, so we do have a bridge. Unlocks the ability to prolong the river under a road during an expedition. Oh my lord. Can be built only on horizontal and vertical river tiles. Okay, so we can't we can't cross bends. Okay, that's what that means. Okay, well, we've got a bridge. Let's that's pretty exciting. I'm excited to have a bridge. And the thing that I wanted to do was try the Maze of Memories. It does nothing. It takes up a lot of space. Well, that sounds perfect. And I want to go Necromancer. Let me just think about... I don't know why I'm taking these all out. I guess maybe this is helpful for me. I don't know. So we want to go Necromancer. I want to go... I don't know. I guess there's a large element of we kind of see how it goes as it goes. What do we... I mean, I like going with these ruins for loot. And... we haven't really done a lot with desert, but I actually want to go with forest necromancer here, and river of course for our bridge. And the idea, so there isn't a bridge card, is there? Is there a bit of my just being blind? Possibly. I am sometimes blind. Get my face out. So I can't see a bridge card, so I guess they're gonna arise, and so I want to go with forest river. So the idea is max. Like vast attack speed, summoning millions of skeletons. Okay, that's the idea. I say so. I think we do want to go with the Grove, because it's it's pretty good. It's pretty good source of loot, as are the ruins, and the Grove actually help with the ruins. Okay, so we've got the forest, so we should be able to place the ruins. We don't need groves. I don't think rat wolves are going to do us much good. I'm tempted to maybe go with something that I haven't had to use swamps for a while. All healing effects are lethal here, except for the potions. They're still on your side. Okay, let's do it. Let's see it. And let's go with vampires. Okay, well, this is a weird little combo we've got going on here. And we still need a card from the bottom, so of course Bolivian is behind my head. I kind of feel like we're a bit short on Orb of Crafts. So I think I am going to have Treasury. I think the gargoyles that are placed do get us some of these. And actually, maybe we could go with some other things that I think might give us weird resources. So we don't want Storm Temple because we're going for attack speed. So rather than doing Storm Temple Forest things. Being a bit vague there. Try to keep the spoilers limited to one video as much as possible. And Temporal Beacon speeds up time. And let's fight some Time Watchers. And do I want Oblivion as well? Maybe I do. Actually, turns out we could have all of these if we wanted. And that, in theory, is enough to go with. We've got the bare minimum of these. The bare minimum of these. Oh, I don't know. I think we want spiders. They drop a lot of cards. And we need that to get all the rivers and forests we want. Is this really what we're going with? I think it might be. So it might be a bit odd. I mean, we've got vampires. We could go villages. But actually, no. No. We've got the Maze of Memories as well, which I have no idea what's going to do. So we are back to necromancing. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. So we actually got appropriate gear now. So we've got ourselves some level, and we've got ourselves some magic HP, and a Maze of Memories. So intricate structure of its walls, forcing you to use your brain and remember a big part of this world. That's worrying. It takes up a lot of space. It does nothing. Takes up a lot of space. Is it going to take up this whole area? There's part of me that thinks like it's just going to expand to fit the space I give it. Let's put it here. And wow, okay. What benefit is there to this? I just don't know. and I'm quite happy about that. And there's our first river. I'm not going to do a lot on its own. And why would we want to take up a lot of space? Okay, we can have a ruins that our watchtowers will help with. That is pretty curious. Okay, and then a spider cocoon. Wonder what actually would be handy to have a thing that reminds me what cards I picked, especially for those like me that are somewhat scatterbrained. We did go with vampires, didn't we? So this is a good spot for vampires. This is also a good spot for vampires. So we'll put this here to hopefully spawn a spider before we get there, and then we can get some more cards. And that's attack speed. We're all about attack speed here. I'm also curious to see what happens with Necromancer if you... Oh, quality. Look at that. What happens with Necromancer if you... I wonder if this maze is going to hurt me. What happens with Necromancer if you exhaust yourself? No, that's a question that's of interest. Oh, and I did go to swamps, didn't I? Wow, I'm a glutton for punishment. My experience with swamps in the demo was difficult. Things didn't really work so well. Okay, we are picking up some bits. That's a little bit better there, and a forest. So, yeah, so we could use the forest to make a blood grove, except some idiot put a blooming maze in the middle of here, and it does seem to just do nothing. Okay, we actually want time watchers, and so let's speed up time in this space here. We're going to have a vampire here, so actually that works nicely. So we should hopefully have a few time watcher fights. God, the maze is so weird. What's it for? I'm going to put this here for... Oh no, we don't want to have a fight here next to these ruins, if we can avoid it, because these guys will get involved. That's no fun for anyone. So I'm just hanging hanging back for this forest. It isn't going to be it's not going to do a whole lot for kind of building everything. The vagueness continues. Yeah, because it's only 1%, and we need to really think about our river placement. I think. Yeah, so I think we need to try and get at least away from the edge and then be into thickets. And that's another swamp. So we could have more... We'll put a vampire here, assuming I actually picked vampire. That is a bold assumption for me to make. So we've got our crossbows from our watchtowers that we've built in our base, and max skeletons +1, I'll take it. And we don't really need to... We shouldn't have to worry too much about attack speed from our items, because we're going to be building forests and thickets and things. Okay, and that's some magic HP. Okay, so we've got more forests. Oh, I don't think I've put a river next to a temporal beacon yet. That's intriguing. So I think that will be something I do, yeah, just for the sake of it. So I think coming up, yeah, this way is good, because then we've got a spot there for something. So we're going to go river, and we're going to head in this direction. And yeah, these are good spots. I'm not going to use them on forest. I'm going to keep them for... I could use the forest actually to make a blood grove. That's a kind of less desirable use. And that's a treasury. And I don't really want to waste my valuable river slots with a treasury. So where should we put the treasury? Could just put it over here. I do want to get gargoyles out soon. So maybe we can afford to just have a slightly inefficient treasury somewhere. We can always oblivion it later on. That's a good point. That's a good point. Well made, peasant. You've done really well. Okay, there's what we're talking about. So that's +2 instead of +1. We'll put it here, and because of the kinks in the river, we should get a pretty big. We should get more than. Okay, we've got no attack speed buffs just yet, and now we've got attack speed plus 8% because it's getting doubled twice essentially, and that's why I'm kind of hanging back. So the river can go next to the road, and I've actually not brought a river next to a swamp. So yeah, that science is always, you know, it's always a bit tempting to get some science going. And we probably want to get the blood grove happening as soon as possible as well, because it's great. Oh yeah, and actually getting a blood grove for these ruins is pretty nice. So I'm going to wait for a thicket to put on this side. Hopefully we'll get one by the time we go around. Let's check I'm at least mostly up to date. Okay, so it's a forest and a thicket. Multiple blood groves. Hopefully we'll get something useful here. Oh, we probably should extend the river as well before the card runs off. It's not a big deal to lose the cards. I'm not trying to go for a super fast, not for a super fast run here. Getting webbed. I don't mind being webbed that much. There he is, my favourite. Always happy to see him. Best boy. Okay. Oh, forgot to pause there. Okay, there's our thicket. So if we put this here, I can then put a blood grove here. Obviously, it's a waste to put a blood grove there. Have I put a blood grove next to a river? I'm pretty sure I must have put a blood grove next to a river. We can actually make a hungry grove by putting this here. Hey, I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna do it, and we're gonna extend the river. So river next to swamp. Ooh, okay. Reed. That is new. Oh my! It appears on the river and near road. Something scaly is watching you from there. Spawns a fishman every 3 days. Okay, so we're in the. I actually don't have any regeneration. Oh, I do have some regeneration. So just sitting in that area does hurt me. And the river's actually become swamp. It's become reed. Sorry, that's interesting. Maybe I'll try and put more swamps around here. We could even make a whole swamp area. That sounds compelling. Is it going to be competitive? Well, maybe not. But and that is also reed. Interesting. Okay, so treasury. Let's put this here. Because if I am going to do any farming, I kind of feel like I'm short on the crafts, and I think I get those from gargoyles potentially. And there's a watcher. That's come from the what was that dice there? So I've not seen one of these on chapter 2 yet. Gives an ally 10 magic armor instead of attacking, and fatalism 33% chance to receive only 1 damage from an attack. And also a chance to receive 150%. That's what that dice roll is. These ones can also be a bit hard to pin down. Okay, so we want to go with vampires here. So we're not going to get any vampires in there any time watchers in there. So maybe we could have another beacon somewhere else to kind of maximize the number of those fights. And yeah, what's the deal with this maze? There is a spot there. Might be a bit foolish to hang on to these forests just for the sake of slightly arbitrary min-maxing, but we'll see. We will see. So that's going to generate a fair number of watchers. Yeah. So they're quite hard to kill, because they just run away like that. So I might want to try and set up a blood grove for them. And lots more forests. It's another max skeleton. I think I prefer quality. We're not really getting there yet. We're not getting to our max particularly. And the quality skeletons are better. Okay, that's a level. Okay, and that's another quality ring. I'd rather actually go quality over quantity. And I think that possibly put this thicket here for maximizing our attack speed bonus. So we're already at plus 20% attack speed, and that's just from a few little thickets. So we're getting a lot of help here from the crossbowmen, and we've leveled up. Okay. Deep pockets. Resource cap in the expedition is increased by 50%. No. We go card sharp, I think. And there, I've got my thicket back. Alright, this is a big increase. What do we actually get? Defense and some skeleton level. And this is also skeleton level, but we do lose quality, but I think it doesn't matter too much at this stage. I think this is all good. So the idea of this build is basically I want to ramp up my attack speed and see what happens. That's pretty much it. And I just stuck a labyrinth in the middle there because I hadn't seen that before either. Oh, that must be an upgrade, and it is. The regen per second actually might be something we don't necessarily want if we cover the land in swamps. But we definitely want the spiders. I've not seen these frogmen yet. Yeah, we've gone for quality over a bit of evasion. Not sure if that's correct. Okay. And yes, we might want to take... Nah, I think this is still better. I think the regen is going to hurt us a little bit, but I think we're fine. Famous last words, of course. Gotta love those famous last words. Okay. Okay, that's a vampire mansion. Where do we want some vampires, huh? So if they'll scare away the watchers if we put them down here. So we don't really want them in these radiuses. Radii. Okay, let's try them here. Let's stick them next to the maze and see how they feel about that. Thrilled. And I could actually just use the forest to finish these treasuries and get the gargoyles. I'm not in a tearing hurry to do that. Okay, there's another ruins. And yeah, so I think I'm going to put the ruins here. I think this is a good... I like this little strat I've come up with here. Though we could put any horrible fight in there and it would be improved. Okay, more forest. And then we're about to lose an oblivion, so... Okay, we lost an oblivion. Just one oblivion? I'm going to lose loads of oblivions. That's fine. Not a big deal. Okay, we'll continue our river. So that's... What? If I take the river and I put it on the road there, it looks like that's on the corner there. That's weird. Is that right? That doesn't look right to me. Part of me wants to click it anyway. Oh, there's a fishman as well. I don't know if that's how it's meant to be, but I'm actually going to go in this direction anyway. I might try that later on. We could put a swamp in here. What happens if I put a swamp on a fishman? He's still there. Good lad. And I don't think we necessarily... I think 2 ruins is a good number of ruins. Yeah, let's just add these in. There is a river there. Let's put one there. And we don't want to put a thicket, a forest in there. We definitely want the thicket if we can get one. If we can get one. If we've got any available. Okay, that might be good. It's regen. Again, we're not that into regen, but look at that quality. And actually, maybe we do just want to put out all these forests. I'm wondering how... I have no idea how scary fishmen are. And maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough. Yeah, let's go something like that. And it's such a waste to put a regular forest in there. But yeah, let's actually put some down here because we've got lots of them, and I feel like the tree man fight's okay. So yeah, we are just going with a whole load of these forests. Maybe the river is now going to do something like this. Oh god, it was behind my head. I do apologise. So river might kind of snake like this, I think. So we're going to leave these slots next to the treasury, just specifically for the good stuff. And oh yeah, we've actually got the Hunger Grove protecting on both of these. I think I'm going to hang on to at least one forest. Just thinking about future... oh, we just keep getting gifted forests here. So I'm just going to add to Facetown. But we're going to keep the Riverside specials. Specifically for thickets. So this is a combo you can get in the old demo with the... So healing is reversed in the swamp. Wow, I just got given a lot of rivers. I'm almost tempted to just snake back down just because I've been given so many. So down here, and then back up. Why not? Life's short, and again, hopefully I'm learning here. And Card Sharp is just giving me loads of cards because it's the best. Oh yeah, and there's this. Oh, I can build over this road. That's why it was going weird. Okay, right. Well, I will try and do that somewhere. We might not have an appropriate spot, especially some idiot built this maze of memories in there. Well, we don't have to do everything all the time. We just don't have to. And we want the cocoon to be a vampire fight, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, get the face out. So there's not really much to see behind. Oh, God. Sea dwellers, so far from their home waters. Is this one of your marches to conquer the land? Is it? Well, is it? Oh, God. I don't know if that's readable. Jim Wooks. Something? I don't understand you, and the fact that I can't remember this language now that I hear it means I never knew it. But if you can understand me, help me or get out of my way. And then something or other. So can I pass or not? Yog? What should I do? I don't want to provoke a conflict. Oh, this guy wants to provoke a conflict. Old Barry Fishmen. He's not messing around. Great. The uncertainty was killing me. Okay, so we are into a combat. Let's just give them a mouse over. See what we're dealing with. 10 damage, attacks per second, 0.75. Has a soul. Fills attack bar to 2/3 after missing a hit. Okay, so if it misses, it will rapidly attack again. So maybe that's if I evade, it will okay, this might be a very direct anti-evade thing. So after you dodge, it will then just attack very, very quickly, which will wreck your just off the top of my head, that sounds like it will wreck your stamina bar. Let's go with this max skeleton and replace that regen. Oh, there he is, the big lad. Big lad from Barnsley. And so we are roundly rejecting regeneration. We're going full swamp here. Oh. Where did they even come from? The ocean is very far from here, and it doesn't even exist anymore. The new world would have been better without them. Oh, that's a bit harsh. But I guess it's not my place to decide who can exist and who can't. I'm trying to save the whole world and not just the parts of it that I like. It's true. Very wise. Yeah, so we're just swamping it. We're doing wild for swamps here. World's longest swamp. And we do still have some regen. That's unfortunate. I just realised, can I actually unequip something? No, only by replacing it. Oh wow, I bet there's a few people that are upset that I didn't see this grimoire. Let's just quickly... I find it easier if I rearrange everything that's the same to be together. Yeah, so that's just an improvement, and we get rid of our regen. And there is a ruins. And then there's the thing, like, is it going to interact with the swamps? But I think that this ruins is a bad idea. Having a ruins there would be a bad idea. It would be a bad idea. Oof, we're taking some damage in here. Okay, we've leveled up. Deep pockets, resource cap, schmesource cap. Field practice, 0.25 to skeleton's level for a loop. Starting from the loop when this trait is received. So we're on loop 3, so we've got some easy loops ahead of us. A permanent 0.5 bonus to energy armor for every summoned skeleton. Well, this fits in perfectly with the unseen care, because I am trying, I know it might not look it, but I am trying to get a vast attack speed and summon skeletons very quickly. So as part of that, we're going to put these thickets in these lovely wooded areas. Oh, we're getting the thicket back. And it feels good to be a peasant right now. And we're going to get the kink on. There it is. Attack speed up to 66%. And here's the other thicket. Just slotting it in there. All right. A bit carried away there. So we've got a max skeletons of 5 now. What's our quality? It's 37%, which is reasonable. The thing is, if we can get our quality so that we get our big lad out extremely quickly. The other thing is that every skeleton that gets summoned is increasing my magic HP. That feels pretty decent. Let's bump up the quality a little bit. And I kind of want to see what happens when I attack and I'm at full skeleton. But it might be that we just don't have enough. We don't have fights that we can do that with for a while. So I think I'm going to snake the river around like this. Oh, here's something interesting. So the river here doubles the effects of adjacent landscape, but this doesn't help me. Okay, so Reed is going to spawn fishmen, but it's actually not going to help me. So I don't really want to go next to there particularly. Yeah, I've got nothing to say to them. Nothing. You mean nothing to me, fishmen. Okay. We're looking good. Okay. So another thicket. So we can actually complete both of these treasuries now. So we got ourselves a load of resources. That was satisfying. Some new stuff to look at and thickets and rivers. Let's just look at what we've got here. So we are avoiding regen. Regen is you get sacked if you've got regen on you. Sacked. That's also got not much, a bit of regen, but not much. It also has some regen on, but not much. This is going to buff my quality, but not my max skeletons. I think that's not as good. This has got some pathetic regen on, but not the quality we crave. This has evasion, summon quality, but no max skeletons. I think we keep this one here. Okay, so that was the stuff from there. Now we've got to be thinking about our thickets. So I think something like this is good. So thickets like this are going to get pretty well buffed. So that thicket should be doubled twice. Let's just check that. So we're at 74, and now we're at 82. That's right. So that's 8% extra. And it looks like the plan works. We're going to avoid. We don't need any more fishmen. I'm not convinced of the value of that. And there's another river. So again, we're going to keep on like this. And the forest. And I mean, I don't know. We're not on a lot of health. Maybe I'll just put the forest down just until it feels a little bit better. I mean, I know that inevitably we will fall, we will die, but yeah. But until then, ooh, who's that bloke? Where the hell did that guy come from? Was he from the Maze of Memories? Ah, okay. I think that was what happens if you summon at full. You get those guys, maybe. So we're not going to waste a valuable. Yeah, well, we've got so much river real estate here. Maybe we could stick a regular forest on the bend. And this is going to bend back. Perfect thicket spot. Because that's going to get. Okay, these are my crossbowmen. That's a regen. So I think we don't want it. This is also a regen, so I don't think we want it. Because I think I'm gonna just try and get as many swamps as possible. So yeah, just to look at what's going on behind there. So thickets in the middle and then forests around there. Okay. Okay then. And we've got these vampires aren't really doing anything much. Could have vampires here. And maybe, I don't feel like I'm ready. I don't feel like I'm super OP just yet. And everyone knows that that's the whole point, is to just be OP. This, of course, is another regen. So I'm going to put it there so it gets dumped really quickly. So I'm just going to try and... Yeah, see, these guys have run away, which is frustrating. But we are doing okay. We're doing all right. And more spiders. Let's have some vampire spiders. We'll put them here just so there's a chance that there'll be some by the time we get there. Okay, that's got some evasion on it. So we're at max skeletons. No, we're not. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 skeletons here. We've got a max of 5. Okay, we need some longer fights. My amazing strategy is just too amazing. Good to get a bit of hubris going. And every time a skeleton's summoned, my magic HP should be increasing. Or maybe it's not every single time. 0.5. I mean, it feels small but significant. Especially if I'm, really stacking these bonuses. And, okay, who's Skeleton Mage? That's so cool. Okay. Yeah, we need some tougher fights. And I may have made a setup where we don't have any really tough fights. Do I get the ruins out? Maybe. I mean, the thing is, right, the game will get harder. Inevitably, on every loop, the game will get harder. So for now, maybe it looks just really good. But it will get tougher. All right. So yeah, we don't want regen, and there's another skeleton mage. But yeah, they're just arriving just as the shoe nails. Not seen them before. What do they do? A handful of small nails, fixing soles and small heels. You better wrap them in a piece of fabric if you want to take them with you. Attackers receive 1 damage after every hit. Lovely. I can't resist me a thorns effect. That's a thicket. We're bending that one. Bending that. So that should be doubled 1, 2, 3 times. So 2, 4, 8, 16 extra attack speed, putting me on 106. 102. Okay, maybe it doesn't work how I expected, but it's still a lot. It's still a lot. Okay, and there. Got the archer out, and it is actually able to do something. Yeah. Okay. So as long as I'm not putting these forests on the bits that are getting, multiplied many times. And it feels okay. Oh yeah, we've got Blood Grove potential here. We definitely want help from the Blood Grove. Yeah, and it might be another Blood Grove. Lovely. So yeah, we'll have one here. Okay, and that book is just better, I think. Less max skeletons. We'll see what happens, because with max skeletons of 4, does that mean we're going to summon the extra dudes quicker, more quickly even? Ah, the sidebar isn't there. So we've got 3, 4. Okay, no, yeah, there are details here that I haven't grasped. So we'll keep going with this. Attack speed 107. Ah, another treasury. This looks like a good spot for a treasury. It's not going to get in the way of all this nonsense here. Another river. And yeah, we just don't have that many super tough fights, but I'm sure it will get tougher. Yeah, we don't want to deliberately make a fight here though with these. Yeah, this maze in the middle. What are you doing, mate? Let's have some spiders, and let's have vamps in the north, and then these lads in the south. I don't know if having more of these means that we'll have more watchers. I suspect not. Yeah, so we've only got max skeletons 4, so we don't have extras in the bar. So we are going to want to buff. I've never seen something with more than +1 skeleton on it. But that doesn't mean that they don't exist. More thickets. Lovely stuff. So yeah, I think 1 might be the limit, but we will see. So we'll put a thicket here and a thicket here. Another thicket, you say? All right. If you twist my arm, put in another thicket and another swamp. Let's have a swamp up here. We've got loads of ruins. These are, I think, the thing that will wreck me if I'm not careful. Oh wow, we're actually really close to fighting the boss. Am I going to be able to take on the boss with this nonsense? Am I going to be able to? I have no real strong feeling about. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm shredding these guys. I mean, I really am shredding these guys. I've only got 94 magic HP, which doesn't feel like a lot. Wow, that's a big level buff. Actually, it's not really. I prefer to have the quality. And we've got ourselves an Oblivion, another treasury. That's good. We can stick that down there. I think maybe we do go for the early... Actually, we're not. We're almost certainly gonna... We don't need to play that many things. Yeah, I'm actually going to go for the early... The early-ish... Yeah, going to go try and see if I can make the end of the game happen without placing a load of ruins. Because the ruins are dangerous. Really, really dangerous. But maybe we can handle the danger. Ooh, we've got ourselves a skill. Okay, ooh, Edge of Impossible. 20% chance to exceed the number of skeletons and summon 2 of them during the last summon. Okay, so I did have someone very kindly point out in the comments what that meant. So basically you can kind of get a bonus one in that last summon. So because I've got 4 here, that could mean that I summon the 5th without necessarily having max skeletons 5. So I do finally get that. Then we've got plus 0.25 to skeletons level for a loop, starting from the loop when this trait was received. Again, it's slightly unclear. I suspect this is going to be for subsequent ones. I'm going to go for this because this just is useful for me right now. Oh, and okay, so I just actually noticed my hero attacking there because I was at max. Okay, Peasant will finally get there. Eventually, which I'll understand. And yeah, so that's not a good forest spot, but this is acceptable. That's just a single buff. Another river. Oh well, thank you. Not much point placing this river right now. Bloodgrove. I mean, Bloodgroves are pretty tasty. Oh, that's a spot for a thicket though. Sorry, Bloodgrove. You're gonna have to go somewhere else. Yeah, let's try and fight the boss. Let's do it. So the ruins. We will gain a random resource upon visit, which is kind of cool. I suppose we could put the ruins somewhere that we kind of fairly unlikely to have to deal with an actual combat adjacent to them. So maybe up here. And yeah, and I don't want to then place an additional ruins just next to it. Oh, the river's another thing that I could place. Is there a benefit to going something like that? Maybe. Yeah, let's put that there. We are very near to having the summon. I mean, maybe being a bit jealous of that. Let's Vampire Mansion. That won't actually have any real impact. Let's have a Vampire Mansion. I don't want to scare that off. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what, if any, effect having that will do, but okay. So it looks like we're going for a loop 4 attempt, which is pretty early. But maybe we'll be okay. Maybe. Max skeletons on we've already got max skeletons. A treasury. And that's another swamp. Yeah, we'll take the fight. Okay. Wow. Yeah, our magic shield there taking a lot of hits. Until the big lad shows up, it is a bit awkward. We've got 69% quality, well hey, but can we... We need more quality, damn it. I'm actually tempted to go with quality over max skeletons on this ring here. This is going to give me quality, and the attack speed is kind of neither here nor there, but it's going to take our quality up to 93. Which means we're almost guaranteed to get a big lad. really quickly. I think that feels important. Okay, another thicket. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Oh yeah, do we have more rivers on us? No. A thicket there. And do you have an Oblivion? Yeah, and I suppose the more fights we have, well, there probably won't be a fight there, but ooh, this looks a bit tasty. Wow, they just all hit me pretty hard there, hard and fast. But now big lad's out. Wow. Okay, that was pretty cool. Okay, we don't want regen particularly. Well, we might want it against the boss. Okay, this is a quality and max skeletons ring, so I think we go with that up here. Oh, what's this? This is a quality and level. Oh, yeah, this is just better. We don't want regen. We'll put that to the bottom. What level are our skeletons? That's a good question. 2.47. That's a good question, peasant. Funny you should ask that. So we're at max skeletons 4. I think, yeah, that's our best bet. And that's a thicket. Oh, and there's a mage. That's so cool. Okay, that's a grimoire with max skeletons on it. But we'll lose 24% quality. We've only got 70% quality right now. Oh, it looks like I might have accidentally replaced a quality thing there. Let's put a thicket in there. And a forest in here. Oh, we got another forest. We'll put this on the edge here. I'm not 100% sure we're going to beat the Lich. Oh yeah, we don't want to make a fight happen there. Bloodgrove isn't... Oh yeah, that's another spot that we want to save for woodland of some description. Okay. So yeah, funny fight here. Yeah, because if we get this guy out, then I think we're okay, because we can summon so quickly now that we're even attacking. I mean, 4 to 6 damage, right? Not a lot to write home about. But we're able to attack so quickly that we're bringing people back. Okay, that felt pretty good. Another thicket. So yeah, we don't want to go to the edge. That's a mistake I've made a few times in these videos. So we're going to go with another lovely little kink thicket. And it is a lovely little kink thicket. I don't know what this maze has done, apart from amuse us all. Well, that certainly amused me. We could let's try Oblivion in a bit, mate, just in case I die now. Well, maybe if I put something in there, it will make a difference. You could just be a mystery forever. Yeah, that guy got away. Okay, we've got ourselves another little thicket. Oof, and it's a corner thicket as well. Lovely stuff. I mean, I'm just going to try putting something in there just in case. I don't know. I don't know what was going to happen there. Probably nothing, but peasant can dream. Okay, so we've got our crossbows here. And what happens if we summon... I mean, it's not going to last that long, but if we summon a extra and we've already got our guys. So this is going to give me a bit of evasion, but I think the quality is so important. So we'll go with a singular buff on that. There. Oh, actually, we've run out of river spots because we can't place... Oh yeah, that's actually not a bad spot for... Because we can't place a forest in there, so we may as well have some spooders. Same with there. Oh, could have a Bloodgrove in there. Again, it's a bit of an oversight. Probably should have done that before. Okay. Oh, Jesus, they've got these blipping worms. I'd forgotten this happened. This happened before as well. And I forgot. Oh, story time. Could you please stop? I refuse. To arms. And the face is back. So, I guess it's all about, can I get established but, and get my big guys out before they get established? Can I summon quickly enough? Looks like summoning doesn't seem to have any real impact on the stamina bar. Compared to... Oh, I'm getting wrecked here. And the priestess is just looking pretty good. We're not getting up to the critical mass. Oh, we've only got max gluttons 4 as well. These guys are not helping. Okay, that's the thing to bear in mind now. Not to put the scorchworms after. Maybe before is fine, but the scorchworms after is a problem. Okay, we've got ourselves a mage now. And now I'm getting wrecked by my own nonsense. Oh dear. Alas. Well, it ended in infamy, but I feel like I learned some stuff there. I think that build could work, and I think if it wasn't for these worms, if it wasn't for these meddling worms, they would have been in deep, deep trouble. So, relatively short one. Nice little change. Did we have any resources that we want to keep? I don't know. I'm going to think about it in the next video. Anyway, I've been Peasant. Thanks so much for joining me. And, oh, where's my thing? There it is. And like the video if you like the video, and I'll catch you in the next loop. Bye-bye.